So yeah, I don't know if you heard, but Donald Trump has signed papers
Mm,
about releasing the rest of the files that have been classified, declassifying the case, the JFK and the Martin Luther King cases.
interested.
I've got to
No, I
say,
hadn't heard that.
I've got a feeling that nothing. There's going to be. It's going to be a big nothing burger. It's going to be. You know, there's basically just a few more details of the investigation. I don't think it's like, oh my God, it was actually the CIA.
Very interesting to see if they can even declassify it because,
Hmm.
like, MI5 here, like, if you do a what do we call it here when
A freedom
you
of
freedom of
information.
information, yeah. So if you do that here, the MI5 are exempt. They
Yeah.
don't even have to respond. So I wonder how that works in America.
But I mean, I've mentioned this like, like I've mentioned it to a few people. I might even mention it in the next episode. I don't know. But the whole idea of a presidential sort of like edict where you can just say, oh yeah, I'm going to sign that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not as plain like, it's not as simple as that because you can have, I don't know, um, what is it? I think there's something tied up in the courts at the moment, actually, in America that Trump signed, but a load of courts said actually we're going to bar that until we've had a court case because you can't really do that. But he
Yeah, it
can
doesn't seem to
basically,
mean anything.
yeah. But like the fact that they can do anything towards that is quite scary, and not just for Trump. Like no one should have the sort of power where they can unchallenged and you
It's
know,
interesting that A, there's nearly always an audience when these things happen, and B, they'll just hand him a paper and they go, "Wait, what is this one?" Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay, I'll sign that. Like he has a fucking clue what's going on.
Oh,
I
it's
stand
all
with Denmark.
fucking right. An island.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got like that whole theater of it, isn't it? Where it's like sort of shows the paper afterwards. So, all right,
They're
that
trying to make it look like they're doing stuff like they said they
yeah,
would, but actually behind doors, it's not that simple, like you said.
it's and it's also the theater. I maintain he's and I'm not going to get too political on this, but I maintain that he is someone that is very like his main
A
concern in a lot of
Nazi, yeah.
ways. Yeah, all right, there we go, there we go.
Summed it
Um,
up.
he's very much someone that the thing is, I don't, fuck it. If we're gonna go in on it, I don't even think he is. He is someone that just loves himself and wants to be loved, but in a very narcissistic way. He wants to be everyone to say how great he is, and he believes it. That's how great he is, and he just wants everyone to be saying that. He wants, and I'm simply, I'm the greatest. That's what they all say, and it's like
Wait, when did Trump come on the show? Shit,
that's
he's
his,
here.
that's his thing. Yeah, yeah, special guest, man. The weirdest of weird,
Imagine.
but yeah, that's his thing. Um, it's being worshipped. I mean, the guy. It does strike me, as I said, where that bishop that sort of had a pop at him about, well, not even a pop at him, just begging him for mercy in that most unchristian way. Sort of begging for mercy. How dare? But to be merciful on people, and
Mm.
you got all these people really having a go at her about it, and it's like this guy literally was selling Bibles, his own brand of Bibles that he was autographing. He was autographing Bibles and selling them. I mean, fuck me. It's,
Yeah,
um,
couldn't
but
make it
yeah.
up.
So long story short, I think I don't think he's a Nazi. I think he's a narcissist. I think he's, you know, um, introverted self-entertainer, maybe. I don't know. But
Welcome to the show, Donald Trump.
um,
Imagine.
but yeah, and I think that whole public signing, look at this. Oh no, great. Look at this. Can you imagine Joe Biden doing that? Look at this. Oh, you're gonna love this one. And these are all words that you said while doing it and showing it off. So I think it's someone that loves the theatre of it. He wants to be seen. And I think that's why he does it like that. And that's he doesn't give a fuck about the Martin Luther King or, sort of JFK. He doesn't think people should know. He wants to because it will get people excited.
He did also say that in the second day of being president, he was going to release all the information on the UAPs and the drones, but
Yep,
I'm
still
still
waiting for
yet to
that.
see that.
Still waiting
Yeah,
for that. That one, I imagine some of the higher ups in the Pentagon have gone like, no, actually, no.
that
You
proves that it's not that simple, right? It's not just the
exactly.
president says and everyone jumps. Yeah.
But we got some great guys working on this, and we're going to get it to you. We should all know because there's a lot going on, and you notice it's actually in Democrat states that it's happening. Um,
Trump has got to stop coming on this podcast. It's just unbelievable.
it's the little facial expression he pulls afterwards when he sort of like just leaves his mouth sort of with that like puckered asshole sort of look on his face. Um, anyway, we're a non-political, non-biased show, so I'll stop with that.
Hello, Trump.
But yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be if they actually do release anything, obviously we're going to follow it. Obviously, if any startling revelations come into light, we'll have to cover that.
No, they won't.
No, I don't think they will either, but just in case.
All right. I mean, moving swiftly on because I'm supposed to be making pizza. What else have you got?
Well, just found out. I was talking about Nosferatu a little while ago, and I turns out Robert Eggers' new film, because I might have mentioned that his next one's supposed to be called The Night, which I was getting very excited about. It's set in 13th century England, apparently, and the language is going to be in sort of not quite Middle English, but around that sort of that flavor. It's the same guy who wrote The Northman with, and apparently it's going to be a werewolf film. Which and I was chatting to Patrick about it, who was for anyone listening, was a guest on the show for our Barrows episode.
I mean, he's more famous for the episode he did of Will I Like It.
Never heard
Number
of it.
one guest of all time, actually.
Never heard
Most
of it.
downloaded guest of all time.
Actually, one of ours as well.
Hmm?
I think he's
One of our
one of our most downloaded guests as well.
Oh, I thought you said he'd one of ours.
He'd one of ours, yeah, full of pretend ashes from Joe's grandfather.
I was like, wait, what?
One of ours.
I don't know why I've had Co-Fast on there. I've had Ina Selvik on there. I've had all these famous people on there, but
Even
the most
me.
popular guest and Andy, yeah, and the
me.
most popular guest has been Patrick. Not like any shade on Patrick, but I just find that interesting that.
And weirdly, it was a re-record, wasn't it, as well? Because the actual recording with him fucked up.
Yeah, it's bizarre. He's just, yeah,
he is bizarre. You're right.
Yeah,
he is a bizarre man. But yeah, anyway, I was chatting to Patrick about it, and we were trying to work out where they'd set it. I think it might be in either the Barons' Rebellion or like maybe the Second Barons' War or something. So. But be interested to see what they do with that. But yeah, I like a good werewolf film, and I think Eggers will do it well. Although there's a lot of werewolf films out at the moment. I think tomorrow I'm going to go and see The Wolfman, which is in cinemas at the moment.
you just need someone to do the Beast of Jevadan next.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe we get Patrick on it. People will listen. That wasn't too bad for downloads actually. That was all right. But yeah. Well, I do want to.
It's starting to turn into self-indulgent stuff now. All right, so.
All right, Mister. Sort of more famous for Will I Like It. But what I was going to say was I am going to hopefully this year do a werewolf episode as well. So,
I like how you glossed over when I referenced that Ina Selvik had been on Will I Like It.
Yeah, well, we're pretending that didn't happen
Last week. By the way, guys. Andy was hoping he was coming on Wyrd Wessex, but he declined. He came on Weird Life instead. He said, "I'm not talking to that weirdo, Andy." AOB?
I don't think so.
No, I didn't have any other weird news. I don't think that I wanted to do. I've opened the window again. The Exorcist is back.
Oh no!
I
think you've got a bit of a thing for him. Is it the beard? Is it the moustache? It's that little eye tattoo, isn't it?
Maybe. He's got a neck tattoo as well.
All right, maybe
he looks a little bit like
make him a mixtape or something.
No, he looks a bit like someone I know actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the eyes or something.
Sounding pretty getting some vibes here, Craig. Just be yourself. You'll be cool. He'll like you, I'm sure. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us your Patreon itch. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't mentioned the new merch, actually, have we?
Go on then. Go on then.
The Introverted Self Entertainment T-shirt.
Which we've definitely earned the title of. So apologies to Peter Paget. You were right all along
Peter
about this.
doesn't listen.
Nothing else.
Peter doesn't listen to this. Yeah, don't blame the owls. We're getting
Um,
some quotations.
that's it.
It's not
Um,
over, it'll never be over. Please let it be over. That's a quote that everyone tells us. Stay weird.
and me.